What's up, guys? It's Lefty here, and not with a Play of the Day video, but something much better. The second installment of the educational series on how we use advanced metrics to evaluate player performances in baseball. Series 1 was a three-part discussion on different metrics we can use to better analyze pitching performances. In this series, we're looking at hitting and how we can more accurately measure batters' strengths and weaknesses. Now, we know baseball is a true numbers game, and even if you watch a lot of baseball, the numbers will often tell a more accurate story, and that's really the purpose behind these videos. We want to use numbers to tell a story and analyze what we see, but with so many different stats, we want to find the most accurate stats in order to tell the most accurate story. Now, just like in Series 1, where I talked a lot about the most common pitching stats and how some of them can be vague or even outright misleading, the same can be said for the general hitting stats. If we simplify it and break it down to the core purpose of what we want to look for with hitters, the most important factor we want to know is how good or how often they help their team score runs. There's a bunch of ways a hitter can help his team score runs, but what stat shows that most accurately? Batting average, which most are familiar with and look to measure a batter's ability. It doesn't factor in walks, and walk is, sometimes as good as a single in some situations. And, another flaw with batting average is that it assumes all hits are equal, but we know a double is better than a single. On base percentage is a good stat, and it does include walks, but it doesn't value the types of hits. For example, a base clearing triple shouldn't hold the same weight as a blooping single. Now, slugging percentage takes a step in the right direction as far as valuing hits, somewhat, but it doesn't value the other ways hitters get on base, such as walks, intentional walks, or hit by pitch. So you see what I'm getting at here. If only there was a stat that included all these factors and accounted for everything all into one number. Of course, I got one. Introducing wOBA, W-O-B-A, or weighted on-base average. Now, this determines exactly what each offensive bat is worth. We know a double is better than a single and a triple is better than a double, but with wOBA, it can do its mathematical magic and tell us the exact value. The formula is pretty ridiculous. I'm not even going to begin to try and use or apply it in any way, but I'll continue to explain why it's so useful and, why it's so accurate. And one of those reasons why is, it changes year to year and adjusts itself for error, as in the current state of game. These weights change on a yearly basis, not the stats, but the numbers multiplied by. So you can find the specific wOBA weights for every year and compare the numbers from different eras. In order to do that, you'd want to find the weights for that year, the ones that you're interested in, and then multiply each weight by the player's corresponding statistics. Fangraphs have, the weights for each year, so you can check, if you're into that type of stuff, you can check that out. But, that's a little too mathy for me. But just to really simplify, all we really need to know is wOBA combines all the different aspects of hitting into one metric. Weighting each of them separately to their actual run value. Like I explained above, how batting average and, on-base percentage and slugging percentage, they come up short in accuracy. wOBA measures offensive value more accurately. So to summarize, wOBA is really just a combination of on-base percentage and slugging, but it adds additional numerical weight to certain outcomes that include walks and hit by pitches, where on-base percentage only factors in if a player reaches base. Some events, like home runs, are more valuable than others, like walks. And the beauty of wOBA is that it converts to the same scale as on-base percentage. So we know a player with a 340 on-base percentage is solid. Well, the same goes for wOBA. An on-base percentage of 400 or higher is like, top of the league, Mike Trout elite. Same for wOBA. And as you can see, it's still a smaller sample size, 71 plate appearances, but his wOBA is ridiculous right now. This will regress a little bit. Pretty much all these guys here that we look at on the screen, they'll regress with more at-bats. But we know wOBA's great, and I guess like it tells you almost everything you want to know about a player's offensive results all in one number. But what if we could do better than wOBA? Is that even possible? I'm going to let you guys make that decision once this series is over, because I have a couple more in the next part 2 and 3 on advanced metrics, the hitting series. Now, if you guys have any questions, or if something wasn't clear or I just went too quick, simply hit me up in the Discord community. That's what's great about having this community. We can discuss as a group and really make sure things are clear. And, if you haven't already joined the Betting Network Discord community, I want to know why in the comment section below. It's free to join, so I'm genuinely curious. Is it my voice? Do you hate people from Boston with a Boston accent? Has to be something along those lines, because why else wouldn't you want to join a free Discord community where I'm giving out daily winning picks, which is actually the easy part, but I'm also trying to teach as much as I can to anyone who wants to learn. But if you insist on not joining, can you at least subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up? That'd be great. And actually, let me get out of here now. Until next time, good luck. And as always, may all the umps calls go your way.